All right, shall we begin? This is a special meeting of the Airport Advisory Committee of Ocean Shores. It is Thursday, August 14th, 2025, 11:30 a.m. And we are meeting in the Ocean Shores Library meeting room. Roll call. Let's see. Bill Capron. Not present. He doesn't miss many meetings. Jerry Divis.
Yeah, I'm here. I keep getting muted. I think I'm causing a echo chamber.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Ron? Okay, we have a quorum. All right, approval of the meeting agenda. I just want to do something here, I think. Normally, we just kind of automatically rubber stamp the oh, hang on. No, I'm thinking of the minutes. Yeah, approval of the meeting agenda. Everybody had a chance to see the agenda? Ron, is it okay? Everybody agree?
I can't open
Make a motion.
Agree.
Jerry, you make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay. Ron, you want to second that?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, agenda is approved. Next item, introduction of applicants. This is a body with 5 people. We have 1 vacancy. And we have, amazingly, 4 people who would like to be on the Airport Advisory Committee. These people have all submitted formal applications. They're sitting here in the meeting room. And yeah, do you guys want to introduce yourselves, or do you just want me to state your names? State names? Okay. All right. We have Olan Hanley, Miles Julin, Stacy Lynn, and John Carpenter. Thank you for volunteering. Yeah, thank you. Really, it's the city runs on volunteers, they say. So thank you for stepping up. We will have a formal review interviews later on in the next couple of weeks. But very welcome to just sit there and watch what we do. All right, next item, approval of the minutes. And this is where I wanted to do something a little bit different. This time to actually real quickly, go through the last minutes from the 25th. Normally, we just rubber stamp them, but this time I just want to go through them real quick. So I'm just going to read the old business of the minutes just to kind of refresh everybody's memory of what we're talking about for the upcoming appreciation days. Special event permit has been submitted. Airport Appreciation Day safety plan has been adopted. The event banner has been found. We know where it is. It's in the pilot's lounge. Nicole has confirmed that the median signs will be in place. We got that one taken care of. Directional signs to the airport were discussed, and there's more discussion on that. I believe they've been done. The historical photo display is ready to go. The Washington Pilots Association has been notified. Scott reported that he's arranged the advertising with several venues. I have handed out events in various places. The electric bike rentals have been notified. Kind of questionable if they're going to show up. It was agreed that advertising in the Ocean Observer has been done, and that has been all squared away. Scott confirmed that flights around Pacific Northwest have been notified. Jerry has contacted the EAA. The NOTAM will be issued. We have food trucks on the way. We're going to discuss that again. Police and fire on board. Beach Boys Car Club and the Ham Radio Club have been notified. RC Flyers, they're on board. Toledo Skydiving, I think we're going to talk about them. National Guard and Air Force recruiting, we'll talk about them. Pause has been notified. Communication through our handheld radios, that's all squared away. Parking has been squared away. Mosquitoes, I think we need to discuss that one again. Scott reported meet with other agencies on August 26th.
And that's not related to, yeah, that is related to something else, not for the event, not for.
Okay,
for
all right. Yeah, and everything there is.
And I'll handle the other one too, both those items about the August 26th meeting and the AWAF system. I'm prepared to discuss during my report.
And Winston.
And I can discuss that as well, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's get on to the next item, which is item number 4. Appreciation days. And, oh, sorry. Thank you, Nicole. Somebody want to give a motion to approve the minutes? Ron, thank you. Second?
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Minutes are approved. All right, item 4. Airport Appreciation Days coming up next Saturday. So I think we'll follow the same format that we did the last weekend. We are going to go through our action item list, but we're not going to touch every one because it just takes too long. I have checked here maybe 8 or 9 items that I think we need to take a look at. Starting with arguably the most important item, which is the event safety plan, which is why I made a copy for everybody. It is more or less what we had last year, which seemed to work really well. There are a couple of items on this safety plan that I think might be a little bit off kilter. The schedule. What we have down here under the schedule is from 10 o'clock to 11. The RC Flyers are going to be doing their thing. There'll be a NOTAM out for that. 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock skydiving, maybe. But then I believe somewhere in there we have helicopters landing. So this schedule, as far as the opening and the closing, everything in between, is probably not that accurate. We'll talk about that once we get to the helicopter arrival times. The map, the only change to the map was the helicopter landing area has been moved further west so that when there's a helicopter sitting stationary on the apron, it is not in the line of fire of the RC Flyers landing their airplanes. Safety item there is that the tie downs for the aircraft parking area are going to have to be checked and double checked to make sure that every T tie down has ropes attached to the rings so the airplanes don't get blown away when the choppers land. So that's an action item and I will take it, but be kind of nice if somebody else would take it as a second to just to check on it. Could you do that, Ron? Okay. Well, you and I will
Sorry, I
take
don't
it.
have a key to the gate.
Got my phone number. Give me a call. We'll go do it.
We also check that they're securely knotted so they don't become fogged when the helicopter comes, lifts them up to the blades.
They're far enough. You're right. Yeah, we don't want loose ropes just laying there because, yeah, definitely not that. Yes, we'll do that. Next item I thought we should speak about was the directional signs to the airport. We did meet on, Scott and Becky and I met and figured out what kind of signs we need and where they're going to be located. So is that all squared away? Are all the signs?
It's been ordered. I know the signs have been ordered. I don't know if they're ready yet. I can find out from Becky.
Somebody told me that a couple of the signs are already planted in the
The
median.
median signs that I had created are in the,
They're already in the grass?
yeah, they put them out on Tuesday,
Okay,
the ones down Point Boulevard, or Roy Brown Boulevard.
okay. Whose responsibility is it to plant those signs?
Those median signs are the event posts that the convention center
Yeah.
is in control of. So the convention center put those signs up.
All right, what about the directional signs? There were 3 or 4 of
That
those.
would be probably public works.
It'd be Public Works, or it would just be us. But here's the last message I have, and this was yesterday. And it was from Becky to Tim, because Tim actually ordered the signs. Can you check and see if these are in yet today? At ship and print, they're supposed to come to ship and print. We need to get them up on Friday. So apparently they're planning on putting up this Friday.
Okay, all right.
But let's confirm that when we drive around this weekend and make sure they're up.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'll be taking a look for them. Item 12 in this list was the EAA newsletters, Jerry, and number of EAA chapters here, Covington, Auburn, Olympia, Chehalis. Where do we stand with that? Did they all get notified?
They have been notified. I haven't gotten a confirmation. However, I didn't last year. I'm hoping to see their newsletters, and it should be in their club newsletters coming out shortly.
Okay, so, all right. So we can call that one done then?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it just echoing on my side?
No,
Nope.
All right, and the NOTAMs are ready to go?
No time's ready to go.
Okay, that one's done.
Hot Mamas has confirmed they will be there.
Hang on those NOTAMs. FAA recommends no earlier than, no earlier than 7 days
Yeah.
before event. Okay, all right. Yeah, Hot Mamas,
They will be there.
okay, they're done.
I went there after the last meeting and confirmed with Hot Mamas, and I also confirmed, I went out to Pause and they will be there as well.
Okay,
So, but I have not, Grizzly Den, I guess people have been calling and they're not getting anything with it.
No, I did.
Oh, they confirmed to someone else. They're doing another event that day. Is that correct?
At the, there's a, at the community center. Their food truck will be at.
Community Center.
does the convention center have an event this weekend,
Is it, the
or is it, I don't know.
Something's going on
okay,
and, they will not be there.
okay,
okay, but we will have at least one food.
yes,
truck.
that's important.
All right, good. All right, so we can close that one out. Number 15, the Grizzly Den, that action's closed. They can't make it. All right, thanks, Ron.
You're welcome.
Let's see, Car Museum, that was item number 19. That one was on me. I still got to do that. I got to get a hold of Ed Duncan and see if he can get his ice cream truck out there and his other cars. It's kind of cool.
It is gonna need, I have to admit, they are neat.
Yeah. All right, so that one's to me. Item 22, Toledo skydiving.
I sent them an invitation. I have not heard back. I don't think I'll call them. Last year it was kind of a yes, we're coming. No, or I didn't get a no, we're not coming. It was yes, we're coming. To we'll come if the weather's permitting and our schedule permits, and we'll make our own NOTAM if we come. I'd assume it's going to be the same. Has anyone heard if they're coming out this weekend? They've been doing an annual jump at Ocean Shores, and I think they've been notified they need a city permit for that.
You heard anything about that, Scott?
No.
Skydiving, have they been asking for a permit?
I did not even know they've been in touch. I don't know.
Huh.
Okay, I thought we talked about that a while back. If somebody was going to get a hold of them to let them
All right,
know.
well, from a safety point of view, Jerry, let's say that you don't get a hold of them and suddenly they decide to show up. That's all the more important that you and I are monitoring 122.9. Hopefully they'll be on 122.9 when those guys jump out the airplane. I should hope so.
Absolutely.
If that's the case, the thing I'm wondering about there is a conflict with additional other traffic, obviously, particularly the choppers. This being a self-announced field, all the more important that you and I have our radios.
Absolutely. When they do their annual jump event at Ocean Shores, they've taken up probably a 50 by 50 portion of the parking area just to the left of the entrance gates. And then they have two booths, usually where the food trucks are. It's going to be difficult if they decide they're going to show up on the 23rd.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a moment after we talk about helicopter
I guess
arrival
if
time.
they did, I could open up my hangar to them. I'd probably be okay with that, and they could operate out of my hangar. That would put them further away from the events. But they bring a King Air. They pack a bunch of people in a King Air and do their jumping with that. So that King Air would be coming and going all day long
Okay, if they show.
if they show. If they show up on the 23rd, I think they'll just bring one of their smaller jump planes. They'll probably bring a 182 or something and bring a couple of jumpers.
Yeah, see, the thing I'm worried about is they do decide to show up, but the weather is great and we have way more airplanes than we anticipate showing up. You know, and we got 3 airplanes in the pattern, very unlikely, but you know, we got airplanes in the pattern and they decide to unload. Yeah. So
Get really busy. I could call them, but I'm not going to get a straight answer. I kind of went through that rounds with them last year.
I
Maybe
would think that, you know,
they
being,
don't come on the 23rd if you're going to come for your annual event, because
yeah.
that's a 2-day jump fest they have.
I suggest that somebody call them and tell them not to come.
For safety reasons, yeah.
If there's any hint of a risk, you'll never see you won't see airlift come back, you won't see life flight come back.
Do you want to make that call? And this is
I don't know who they are, I don't know how to get
Can you get the contact details to Mike Mandela and then he'll just call them? And if we'll just say that this is probably not the right time to do this.
Yeah, Jerry, could you take that one? And
Yeah. I mean, if they want to,
just say that we've run out of time.
if they want to send a couple jumpers, I think it would be fine. But if they want to have their annual jump fest, I just don't see that working well from a safety
Well, you
standpoint.
know, if we had, you know, skydivers and air shows have got to be timed carefully.
Yeah.
And that means publications, and it means NOTAMs, and it means everybody knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
And we're down to a week and we haven't heard from them. So I think Mike is correct.
I hate to be a hard ass, but as the city's emergency manager, not representing the fire department, I don't want him here.
Yeah.
I say if they could come and set up a booth, maybe, talking about.
But no,
Oh, yeah. Just no jumping.
bring in a regular plane and no jump.
Just so I understand, we don't want them in any capacity on the 23rd.
No. I think Mike just said it right. Maybe you didn't hear that. If they want to come in a booth, if they want to fly in, that's great. Just no jumping. No jumping on the 23rd.
No jumping on the 23rd. Okay.
Yeah. They could fly in here or drive here
Yeah.
and set up a booth. You know, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Last year when they did it, it was about a week after our airport appreciation day, and I was watching them jump from my house, and I'm watching them going, where are they going?
They're driven out for the ocean.
Sooner or later, my phone goes off. Broken femur, broken ankle. The guys jumping didn't quite.
Yeah.
Hit the landing. They didn't hit the landing. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was watching them drift out over the ocean. I was getting worried. They're gonna.
Yeah, so was I.
Okay, I suspect that this weekend is going to be their jump fest. But I looked on their website, I didn't see it this year. And it's been the weekend before our event.
Okay.
I'll call them and tell them we'd love to have them come on the 23rd from a promotional standpoint, but no jumping.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Thanks, Jerry. All right, what's up next here? Item 24, National Guard Air Force recruiting. They gonna be there, Scott?
The National Guard has not responded to me. I have called them twice and I've gotten the voicemail both times and they have not said a word. So,
Well, we'll close that one out then.
yeah, I just don't think maybe they just didn't have interest in it or,
We're non-responsive last year. Shouldn't-
okay.
All right, these next two items, 25 and 26, those are the Life Flight and Airlift Northwest helicopters that would come in for static displays. And the conflict that they could pose with the RC Flyers zipping around the airfield. So do we have arrival times, Mike?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have, the first arrival time is, these can't be locked in concrete depending on so many variables. They're planning on 12 to 1:30 for Airlift Northwest.
Okay,
They have the map, they know where to park.
okay,
Still working out what frequency I want to talk to them on. And then from 2 to 3, Life Flight. Same situation, and I'll talk to them on my Fire 8 to get them in or warn them off.
okay.
And of course, 5 or 10 minute window of change there, different.
Sure.
So we should have plenty of time. Well, last year we saw them, well, because we had pretty good sky, but we were able to see them when they were at least 5-6 minutes out. We were standing right with the RC folks.
Yeah,
And we were able to get them, and they're paying attention too.
Yeah.
So I'll make contact with the RC folks. I'll give them the schedule, what to look out for. I'll remind them 10 minutes before noon and 10 minutes before anything, any helicopter activities going on. And they were so good last year. I mean, they were extremely attentive.
yeah, well, once they get the notification, they can be back on the field in 30 seconds.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, they're real quick.
they were great.
Okay, and we'll have, well, Jerry and I will be listening to airport frequency, and it's not like, you can hear a helicopter a mile away, so. So that shouldn't be a concern. I will redo this safety plan for the schedule, so that the helicopter arrival times are on it, so the RC Flyer guys know. That it's there in writing when the choppers are gonna show up. And I'll have copies of this safety plan to distribute when we have our safety huddle at around 9:30. Is that what time we did last year? Around
Yeah.
9:30? Yeah, okay.
Be flexible though.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, this was important. Honey buckets.
Those have been ordered. I already talked to Public Works, it's already been done. I'll confirm it, and then, of course, as we'll do the same thing we did with the safety vests and the cones night before, since we don't want overtime on the weekend. We'll go out there Friday and we'll drop off all the cones and the safety vest.
Okay, and lastly, I just wanted to bring it up, although I don't know what we could do about it. The mosquitoes.
Is it bad out there now?
No, but we're having rain this weekend. And, whenever it gets wet, 3 or 4 days later, out they come. What could we do about it?
On that short, none of that kind of notice, nothing.
Yeah.
Just hope,
Yeah, and the only reason I'm bringing it up is, Ron, I think you've experienced this, Jerry, I know you have. When those I don't know, maybe they've got a different species of mosquitoes out there, man. I got swarmed when I went to the blockhouse to check on some bulbs there. I've never been attacked like that in my life. It was crazy. So,
combine our mosquitoes and our goat head some way. We could create the most deadly species known to man.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been crawling under my plane. I'm trying to get the wing rigging on it and walking to the bathroom and back. I'm getting goat heads on my blankets that I'm laying down on when I crawl under the wing, and it's painful.
I got them everywhere in the backyard right now.
I'm blowing the hanger out like 4 times, 5 times during, a few hour work episode in there.
Looking at our map here where the food trucks are gonna be, since we just got the one food truck, would it be possible for them to park right up against the asphalt? So people don't have to walk?
Sure. I mean, that's a safety plan thing. If Mike says it's fine, it's fine. Is there out of curiosity any other food truck we want to reach out to? Any of the taco trucks that are in Aberdeen, Hoquiam? That we want to try to make a last minute call to?
I can do that.
You want to try that? Okay, just in case, because I mean, there are a number of them in Aberdeen and Hoquiam. I see them there.
I've seen them. Don't.
That's the problem. I don't know their names off the top of my head, and I haven't ever seen them out in Ocean Shores.
Right.
But yeah, but if,
There's also one called Finch and Bowl. That parks by one of the tap rooms in Aberdeen as well.
That's Brody's truck, isn't it?
I don't. But I hear their food is great. I've never eaten that, but.
Let's see. Hot Mama's needed power from the pilot's shed,
Yeah,
so they need to be somewhere approximate to whatever length they bring of cord.
By the way, I looked it up and Saturday, the 23rd is the Corgi Beach Party.
Oh, with the,
What the heck is that?
it's corgis,
The corgi dogs.
the dogs, little British dogs.
so they just bring all the same type of dogs, people with the corgi dogs go down to the beach and let their dogs meet.
That apparently is what Grizzly Den is committed to.
oh,
They're gonna have their truck there.
Scott, when you take this stuff to the airport, the day before,
Mhm.
do you think you can swing by the convention center and grab their, A-frame signs for holders for their pictures?
I need a truck to get those up, don't
I don't think they're huge.
I?
I think they're like telescopic
Okay,
easel type things.
you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to remind me. First of all, we have to locate it. Do you know where they are?
George does.
George knows. Okay.
If we tell him ahead of time, he can have them ready.
Why don't you tell them and have them ready, and then I'll do that.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
yeah, getting back to the mosquito thing, does Public Works have anything like a fogger to, get rid of mosquitoes?
That's really funny. That's the guy who would, have to tell him the answer to that question. Well, hello, Alex. This is weird timing. Just so you know, I'm in a public meeting right now, but I was literally just, you asked a question that completely pertained to you and then you just rang. So, good call. Is this about, I can call you back after this meeting if this is not about anything related to the airport.
It actually is about the safety vest for the volunteers for airport appreciation, but it can totally wait.
No, we're doing that right now. We're at the airport appreciation meeting. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say I have 4 vests in the airport bunker, and I wanted to make sure that was enough because I wasn't sure how many volunteers were gonna need them.
Avert usually wears their own. And they're bright yellow.
Can you hear this? Mike Mandel is talking.
Avert brings their own vests. I have 2 white safety vests. And last year we had at least 3 other vests, and I don't remember where we got them from. Where are they on?
Okay.
What color are they?
Maybe-
Orange?
Yeah, so maybe it'll be better if I leave these vests in the airport lounge then, because they're in the bunker right now, and I don't know if anybody will have a key for it.
Yeah, I'll just leave them in the lounge. I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then since I got you on the phone, we had 2 other questions. It's really funny because I was literally just gonna call you. The traffic cones, the 50, we can set that out Friday night, the night before, like we did last year. Drop them off. And then, and I can walk you through that. You have ordered the honey buckets, correct? The 3 honey buckets? I know we were talking about that.
Yeah, yep, they're gonna be delivered on Friday and they're gonna be picking them up on Monday. Just,
Perfect.
that's the way it'll work. I
No.
know we only needed them for Saturday though.
Okay. And then the last question is, in the event that it rains all weekend and we end up with a plethora of mosquitoes at the airport, do we have a fogger or anything that can get rid of mosquitoes at Public Works, to your knowledge, or no?
No, we don't have any fogger. I have a bunch of bug spray.
Okay. All right, well, it may just be we have to bring your own bug spray kind of thing, or bring your own off, you know, what's that product called that you spray on your skin? What's it called? Yeah.
It hasn't been that bad since it got low, but as soon as it rains, it might.
We just don't know. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so
Yeah.
we'll see what it looks like in a week from now. Okay, all right, that's all. That's funny. It just, you called the exact right time. So thanks much, Alex.
Sounds good.
All right, bye.
Okay. All right, well, Well, that wraps it up for our action item.
Yeah.
Ron?
What is the maximum amount of food trucks that we want in that area?
I don't think we want more than three.
Yeah.
Three would probably be about it.
Two is probably better because then they get to make a little more money each. and
That's
they're
true.
Incentivized to come back again.
Yeah, that's a good point. And having a little variety. So,
Yeah,
if, you
some
know,
variety.
if
So
you
last
had
year was
one
great.
we had like one kind of Mexican, Latin American place and then Hot Mama switched to the Southeast Asian. I think that's a good combination.
Contacts for Aberdeen food trucks. One
Okay.
is Benton Bowl that you mentioned. 2 taco trucks, so just one more. So.
Yeah, just one more. I'm thinking that, you know, if we have 3 of them and they're all pulling power out of the pilot's lounge, I'm not sure that the.
Yeah, that might be overkill. And to speak to your point as well, they're not gonna come back if they don't make any money. So 2 would be ideal.
And before you get off the topic, before the phone call, you had asked a question about putting the food trucks, or somebody did, closer somewhere and away from somewhere.
Yeah, up against the asphalt so that people don't have to walk
Oh, I
on
see.
the goat's head. Last year, you know, the food trucks were side by side, they were well into the grass area.
Right.
And I mean, you walk there and you know, it sticks to your shoes and then,
Well, especially if people bring their pets.
yeah.
That's where it's bad. We could take a goat head roller out there. We do have one of those. We do have the goat head roller. It's at the park, but we keep it at the.
Well, we need to know how much.
Well, let's go out. Let's take a look at it on Friday before.
Yeah, I need to go find out, because last year, as I said, Grizzly's truck was self-sufficient. They didn't take any power out of the shed.
Okay.
But Hot Mama's needed cord. We also had KOSW there, right? Remember?
Yeah, we did.
And I don't know if they drew power out of there as well. I think they did.
Probably.
If they're not coming this year, then even if we had 2 food trucks needing power, I think we could supply it.
I think KOSW is coming.
I don't see them on the map.
No, they weren't, but they would be under the blue box there, Ham Radio Club, Live Flight, and other vendor tables. So that whole area there is
Oh, I see.
is.
There's no power there for them, no.
You know, I'm not sure how they did it last year.
I think they plugged in, we took the screen off the window in the pilot's lounge.
Yeah. Yeah, they managed it, so they're inventive people. They'll figure it out.
Or it was grab a generator, I guess.
Okay, well, that's the last of the action items. We got 1 week to go. So let's move on to next items here. Okay, we're done with discussion of Airport Appreciation Day. Let's move on to item number 5. Airport Liaison Report. City Administrator Scott Anderson.
All right. Well, thank you.
What have we got, Scott?
All right, we got 5 items that actually, well, now 6 with the grass, because I got a question on that. The TBD. What we need to do, if it's gonna have mosquitoes or not, or goat head, or take a look at it maybe the night before. So my 5 items are this, on Tuesday, the 26th, between 8 and 12. Melanie Johansson from Century West and Thomas Richards from the FAA will be down here. He tries to come down once a year just to look at the airport and go over things. They also want to go over our plan for the next 5 years, for our development plan for the airport. And they'll be here in the city. They're going to look at the airport, but I would appreciate any board members that want to be there, because this is your chance to ask questions and to get information and to make sure we're all on the same page. So it's on Tuesday, the 26th, from 8 to 12. They're going to meet at my office, which is right across the street in the James Building. And then from there, we'll walk through the plan, we'll look at the airport, and then we'll decide, we'll move over to the fire station to that little room there and just go through everything to any questions you have, any concerns that you have. Let them look at everything and we'll move forward with that. So I'd appreciate any board member that wants to be there to be there.
I could probably be there.
I can probably be there too.
All right, so that's our first item. Our second item, as part of this report is as you know, we put out a call for our on-call municipal airport for engineering and for professional help. We received about 6 calls back of people that were interested in this, but we only received 1 application at the end of the day. And that is this here. If you want to take a look at it, you can pass it around. It's the on-call for our on-call medical instructor. It's the same group, Century West. It's Melanie Johansson. And her people, and they've always done a great job. They've been extremely responsive whenever I've called them, but we do have to score it, legally to be in compliance, even though there's only 1 application. So I need 2 volunteers, who will help me score this. The last time we did it, it was Stuart Green and John Arnold, along with Sarah Bisson. So I would be 1 person, but I need 2 volunteers from the airport board that would be willing to review that and score it with me. And you can do it at your own pace. We don't have to get together to do it. Here's the score sheet. If you want the score sheet for it, here's the application for it. And we just need just to be in compliance. We just need to review it and turn it in. So.
And what is the service that we are?
This is anything that is like on call. We have questions about our AWAS system. We have questions about anything to do with the airport, its operation, its maintenance, FAA compliance changes that have come up, hangar related questions, all those things they address for us. And they really are quite good. I mean, I've never had a question that I haven't been, they also do all of our reporting for us. So all of our reporting that goes to the FAA, anything we do that has like environmental impacts on it, they do all of that for us, because otherwise this is a full-time job and not a part-time job. And like I said, they've been great. There's never been a situation where they haven't been able to turn around what I wanted to turn around.
Can I keep this?
Yeah, you can absolutely keep that. If you just score it and send it back to me, that's terrific. And then I'll get that off to Jenny, our compliance officer. So that's B. We have officially received our certificate for our aviation general liability insurance for the airport. So that has been taken care of. We are good on our insurance for the city for another year. Do you have a question? I'm sorry.
I think it was you reverberating.
Oh, okay. We need to have a hangars discussion at some point. I keep getting people calling me that say they want to put out additional hangars or what's available. What would I do to have to build one out there? How much land do we have? And I just need some guidance at some point, maybe at the next airport board meeting, we just put that on. So you guys could give me an update of, exactly whose hangars are out there, they're being used, and how much space do we have. They can tell us the space.
Good to have a yeah, Jerry, you're gonna say something?
Well, yeah. Somewhere there's an airport development plan.
Yeah.
Okay. It
Okay.
seems to have disappeared. My hangar took a year to build, just for approval to build where it's at. Where I first asked to build it, it was told I could not because it's not on the development plan.
I
And it
have an
took a whole
idea.
year
'Cause-
of decisions in 3 different locations. I was told pick a spot on the development plan, any spot you want. So I picked 2 more spots to wait 3 months after each one to be told I couldn't build there. And finally, after a year, it says, well, why don't you just build next to the 3rd hangar there? And it's like, it took a year to do this. That's where I first asked. So is that development plan thrown out the door? Are we making a new one? Or I guess we need some clarification on where we're going to develop.
Well, so when Sarah Bisson left, there wasn't a lot of like documentation that was left, unfortunately. However, that doesn't mean that Century West doesn't have something, our on-call consultant. They may have this in their files. So maybe this is the discussion we have with them when they come down on the 26th. Ask them if they have that development plan, and then ask, how much space we actually have to put in more hangars.
Okay. I do have it electronically. If I'm sure.
Go ahead and send it. Yeah. Because I don't have a copy. I don't believe.
Jerry, what's the date on it? When was it put together?
You know, I don't know. I'd have to look and see if there's a date. I'd have to dig through my photos in my phone. It was posted in the airport office out there on the field, but after my hangar was approved, it just disappeared.
Okay, well, if you could find that, my gut tells me it's probably due for updating.
Probably.
Yeah, and part of that update could be a single flyer that answers all questions on hangar development.
That would be fantastic to have. That'd be really, really helpful.
Like, well, answers all the questions. You know, procedure for getting one, where they're located, who do you talk, requirements, costs, all of it.
Permitting, all of it, yeah. It would be good to have.
Can we get that onto the agenda for Nicole, for wherever our next meeting is going to be? Which would be, let's see, so August, September, probably sometime toward, I don't know, end of September.
Yeah.
Yeah. Development plan and what do we call it?
Hangers discussion.
Yeah, hangar flyer. Let's call it that. All right. What else we got, Scott?
Okay, so I think I sent this all out to you, but just in case, let's get it as a public record. We were asking about the support and maintenance costs for if we went to the new AWAS system and what that was going to cost a year.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because there was concern it might be as high as like $40,000 to $60,000. And that would have obviously been extremely cost prohibitive. So I asked Century West to reach out to people who have similar airports to us and find out what who have moved in that direction. And they received a response that said that the transportation maintenance service support for the new AWAS system, this is for Florence, Oregon, their airport, it's about $6,233 a year, and that provides 3 inspections of the service every year. If they need to come out for an unplanned facility visit, the amount's $1,780. So this is significantly less than what we were told originally. So I just wanted everyone to know that. And it's another question we can bring up when they come down.
Is that an AWAS 3 system?
That is an AWAS 3 system. Yep, exactly. So I can actually even read, it says, I have a client looking to install an AWAS 3 PT system like you installed back in 2021. What is your current AWAS maintenance agreement cost running you? Is there an FAA component check as well? Or do you just rely on the maintenance contractor? And that was the answer we got back. The annual service with DPT transportation is $6,233. And that includes 3 service inspections a year.
Okay, so is this something that we or Century West would act as the intermediary with for contracting with these?
We would ask them, the city would probably sign the contract, but we'd have Century West review it.
Okay, so yeah, all right, so they would be, they'd make the phone calls and get those people out there and do it. So for $6-7 grand a year, we're all legal.
We're legal, yes, in compliance. And that's a number we can do as opposed to the number that was before that it's going to make it cost prohibitive.
And all the records get back to the FAA and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then the last thing is I guess it's kind of like, maybe we go out and look some point next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, just what's the grass look like? Do we need a go-ahead roller? Do we need something just to verify is there mosquitoes?
Goat head roller.
We do have a go-ahead roller at Public Works, so that we could use if we need to, at least around the area where the food trucks are.
Get the worst.
Get the worst about it, because you're gonna have people out there with pets, you know, it's the dog's paws, those things get in there and it's just miserable for them.
Kicked out a ton of them.
Yeah, so, let's get the worst of the worst where we know people are likely to congregate on the grass. So we'll just go out and take a look at it, like, maybe 2-3 days before.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Put my bare arm out and see how many mosquitoes land on it.
And that's my liaison report, so.
All right, thank you, Scott. Okay, well, that was item number 5, and I think, yep. Future meeting date, last item.
The library is available September 18th at 11:30. That's a Thursday. I don't know, as you said later, that's kind of in the middle of the month.
I think that works for us.
September 18th.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, that works. What day of the week is that?
Thursday.
September 18th, Thursday.
At 11:30, if that works for everybody.
And do we have a time schedule? I can't remember if we put that in the calendar to interview all the four board applicant members prior to that.
No, we have not put that on the calendar, but
We need to get it on the calendar.
do need to get it on
We
the.
should probably get it before the September 18th meeting.
Yeah, in fact, we should probably do it next week.
I'm gonna take a look at it.
Not next week.
No, let's not do it next week.
I think getting rid of the appreciation days, the week after.
The week after, I think the first week of September would probably, well, that or the first week of September, because I don't have much on my calendar there yet.
Yeah, well, you're the guy with the packed calendar, Scott.
Yeah, well, I normally, like, if you go 2 weeks out, it's not filled up. Let me take a look here on September 3rd. We want to schedule them for that day. I don't have much on it yet. So anytime after like 10:30, the rest of that afternoon, if we want to block out half an hour.
September 3rd sound to you guys for, maybe like a 15, 20 minute.
Yeah, probably 15 minutes with each person. Mhm.
Sounds good to me. Dan Smart is relatively unpunched.
Okay.
September 3rd, okay.
Airport board member interviews.
Start at about 10:30-ish.
And where would that be?
Should we do that? Is there it available here? Can you look? If there's anything on that date? In the afternoon, in the morning.
This room, no.
I was gonna say, we could also do the firehouse.
The little room has stuff, but.
No, I'm gonna do it at the fire, well, let's do it at the fire station, the little conference room at the fire station, because I gotta go book that for the other meeting as well. So I'm gonna book them both.
There too.
Exactly.
Available, then that would be fine, but
Plus we have coffee.
That's true. That is true.
Oh,
So September 3rd, and I'll just start them at like, maybe like 10:45, then like one at 11, then one at 11:15, and then one at 11:30. Do we want to just decide who's doing what slots now, so we just get it on I can get it all on the calendar? Do you want to just go, you want to go first? Okay, and let me get your name again one more time. Stacy? Lynn? Okay, and then you, sir?
Hamlin.
Okay, and sir,
John Carpenter.
like the director? Okay,
Miles G. Lynn.
okay, so in this order, Stacy will see you at 10:45. Olin will see you at like 11. John Carpenter will see you at 11:15, and Miles will see you at 11:30. And that'll be over at the fire station,
And that's a September 3rd.
September 3rd. And I'll get that on the calendar officially, but. And then I don't know what board members want to be there.
it has to be.
3, right? We need 3?
It's the board president,
Yeah,
a staff member, so.
that's me. I'm the staff
And then
member.
the mayor or a designee. So it could be another board member as the mayor's designee.
Okay,
It's up to Frank and you.
I think it makes the most sense. I'll just talk to Frank. It makes the most sense to have one of the board members. Is there one of you who wants to volunteer to do this, to be there on that day, who can be there on that day? Okay, so does that work for you?
Open out everywhere.
I know.
It's gonna be Ron, Richard, and Scott. Okay, great.
My battery's running really low. I might get logged off here.
I think that we're pretty much at the end anyway, unless.
Yeah, we are definitely at the end here.
That was
Was it?
it. Motion.
Motion to adjourn,
Good.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Thank you.
It's over.